Hi everyone, welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. We've got also coming up on the channel as well very shortly, which will be either Sunday night or Monday night, be one of the two, the match day vlog, and of course we'll have a look back at the goal which was scored by Mikel Moreno. So Lisha's with us as well, she's on Skype as well, she's going to be talking you through the lineups and also just a little bit on the takeover as well. And obviously on the review we'll hear from Rafa Benitez as well, we'll talk about the game, individual players, and of course we'll begin with the lineups. Over at you, Lisha.
I think Crystal Palace dealt with their injury crisis situation as well as they could have. You know, they had to play two centre midfielders out wide. They had two wingers, the Townsend and Zaha, having to switch up top, play the role of Benteke as he is out injured. And I think Benteke is a really key player for them, you know. If he plays alongside Townsend and Zaha, he can do a lot of damage. But today, him not being there, I think this season it's cost Crystal Palace. Our team, I'm not surprised really. You know, Shelvey and Hayden had a good game against Southampton, so I wasn't surprised not to see Moreno come in there. But then you could say the fact that we saved him for a substitution could have been the factor in him scoring a goal. And also, you know, Lejeune still playing Lejeune playing at centre back. I wasn't surprised about that because he had a decent game. Apart from that penalty, he deserved to be there. So I wasn't really surprised with the squad because, you know, Rafa throws a few surprises out there sometimes, but I think that squad from the last game was worthy to be there.
Right, so let's get on with the game. There's not much to talk about, to be honest with you. First off, Newcastle, to be fair, started off really well. The first 20 minutes was like, oh, then this is alright from Newcastle. Just need to get that goal. Didn't come. The only really chance that Newcastle had was when Atsu hit the side netting when he was bursting on the left flank, and Palace's shot, only real effort in that first half was when they dragged a shot wide. Apart from that, it was pretty poor. We were all saying at half time, we were like, oh, this has got to improve. Rafa's going to get them in, he's going to kick the arses and we'll come out a different side. Totally didn't. Palace, to be fair to them, dominated all the way through the match and possession wise, but you could see that they lacked a strike, and I've said this several times already tonight. They missed Christian Benteke, that focal point up front, because they didn't have it. You had Townsend, yes, Townsend was weaving around. You had Wilfred Zaha weaving around and all sorts, you know, but they didn't have anybody in that box to hold it up, bully Lascelles, bully Lejeune. They didn't have it. They didn't have someone on the end of the crosses, and that's what paid dividends. They didn't have it. Yes, we were poor. We'll talk about individual players in a second. Newcastle were awful. We couldn't put string of passes together, and it was all sorts. I thought Hayden, you know, was talked about. Shelvey was poor. Mikel Moreno was quite poor. He was giving the ball away. Atsu was okay in spells. Richie didn't offer too much going forward. Hoslu didn't get any service at all. So collectively as a team, Newcastle going forward were poor. It seemed lethargic, if I said that right, that the team, they seemed a little bit lazy-ish, you know, so Rafa tried to make the changes, and I think we're lucky. I really do think we're lucky to get 3 points. I didn't think we deserve it at all, but I'm not going to complain, of course not. We'll take 3 points, you know, absolutely delighted. Obviously, Rafa made the change, Mikel Moreno, and surprisingly, see him pop up and get on the end of it and score, and Newcastle celebrate with a few minutes to go. I think it was the 85th, 86th minute, off the top of my head, if I can remember looking back at the clock. As well, because obviously I sit in the Gallagher. So yeah, so Newcastle hung on. Palace, to be honest, were pretty average going forward. Yes, and I've mentioned they've had the ball a lot. Newcastle hung on, got the win, 1-0. But it could have been a lot more easier for Newcastle a lot earlier on. You know, Johan Gabai was getting booed, and just Townsend was getting booed. I was saying, will they get booed? And a lot of you were saying no, and they got quite strongly booed. And Cabaye went fucking flying, pardon me French, ironically. Cabaye goes flying into DeAndre Edlin. Now I cannot see it. I haven't seen it on TV yet. I haven't watched Match of the Day. It's just after midnight and I've been doing all the editing tonight. So I haven't seen it back yet, but he crunched him and I couldn't see. Now Alicia, who was the other presenter, was right in front of her. She's actually on the telly watching it. You see it on Match of the Day apparently when she's watched. She's at the front because she sits right at the front, and she's seen it and she said it was definitely red card. So I can't really judge, but I'm sure yous can. But you know, Lascelles wasn't happy. I think Lascelles got booked from that. He went over trying to push, you know. Cabaye, Matt Ritchie was doing his nut. You'll see that in the match vlog. Matt Ritchie was going off it, you know, but it could have been a lot more easier. Luckily, it didn't affect us. Newcastle got the 3 points. Let's quickly hear from Rafa Benitez.
Obviously, always when you win a game, you have to be really pleased. In this case, without playing at the level that we were playing in the past, even more important for us to get 3 points. The way that we score, good delivery, good determination from Merino, that is also really important to show the character of the team. And until the end, we were trying to control, to attack, to push, and that is what we have to do. So, could we play a little bit better? Maybe, but they were well organized, they have confidence, they have pace, good counter-attack, so I think it was important for us to keep them at the bottom of the table after winning against them.
So, Rafa, you know, talking about the character there, Newcastle had the character to go on and nick it, and Mikel Moreno, I think he has to start, doesn't he? Let's talk about the players before we look at the league table. So, you know, trying to pick a player who's man of the match, it's difficult. I probably have to look at the defence, probably, because I thought Yedlin was solid. I thought he grew in confidence, in particular in the second half. I thought Lascelles was a leader. I think he dealt with Wilfried Zaha pretty easy. I thought Zaha was a lot livelier in the first half. Second half, he didn't barely see him. He was substituted off. So I thought Lascelles was pretty good. I thought Lejeune was good. Going forward, clutching the straws here, I'd probably say maybe Atsu's the best one. Best out of a bad bunch, would you say? Hoslo didn't get any service. Can you blame a striker if he doesn't get any service? Does that mean he has a bad game? No, he had a quiet game. Yeah, probably. Will he change the striker for Burnley away? Doubt it. I probably think he'll go with Hoslo again. Although Mitrovic, when he did come on, caused panic in the area, and you know, when he causes panic, it causes errors, and we've got a couple of errors where one of them led to a goal as well. They would have been worried about Mitrovic in that goal. Mikel Moreno was free. See you later. 1-0. So let's have a look at the league table for you. So Newcastle at this present moment, this might have changed obviously on Super Sunday's games. Newcastle on Saturday night was sitting in a very healthy 6th position in the Premier League. Absolutely madness that is. It's mental that we're sitting in 6th position since we're a new promoted side as well. Credit Huddersfield as well, what a result they had as well at Man United. But this is all about Newcastle. What start of the season, considering that Rafa was let down in August and so on by the board, not getting these players in. We're sitting coming towards the end of October. By the time we play Burnley on the 30th, we're sitting 6th, 7th, 8th maybe, depending on results in the league. Absolutely mint. Well done, Rafa. And he's getting the best out of a pretty, I don't want to say average because that's being disrespectful. A lesser squad is the right word than what other teams are. Now, let's quickly talk about this potentially takeover briefly, because I haven't really spoke to you roughly much about it. The reason why I don't is because I hate talking about speculation. Most of you know I can't stand rumours. Ironic that I post them on Twitter, but I don't like talking about it because I don't think there's much truth in it. Now, Mike Ashley sold up. It was going to sell up. Great, fantastic. All knew about that. And Amanda Staveley is now looking at an account in Newcastle, going through what assets are, so to speak, how much are worth. That'll probably take. Probably looking at a couple of months, you would think realistically, which will take you towards December. Hopefully her group. Now everybody think that she has the money. It's not just her. She's the face of the company, and these are people from the Far East that she's representing. So it's not just her. Yes, she's nice on the eye, and you can see why. She's a very rich woman. She's a very successful woman as well. Hopefully she buys it, because I think, can it get worse than Mike Ashley? Again, that's saying be careful what you wish for. But I think if we can get Mike Ashley off the books, I think 95% of Newcastle fans will be happy, with caution as well. Alicia, she's obviously on Skype as well. This is what she's said about it a little bit earlier on.
Amanda Staveley, and you know, she has got a lot of money, but we don't know how much of that she would invest. So if she does come in, I'd be happy, but you know, we really need to see investment now. You know, there's been talk of getting a stadium at 60,000 capacity. At the moment, I wouldn't be bothered about that. You know, yes, we're selling week in and week out, but we need the team that's going to keep us in the Premier League and is going to give us that confirmed Premier League status again before we start doing anything with the ground. I think it's going to be quite difficult to get it done by Christmas. Obviously, we don't know how far negotiations are.
That is it for the review then. Thank you very much, Alicia. And yeah, we've got the charity event on Tuesdays as well, so keep an eye out all for the live streams across Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube on here as well. Right, let us know what you think of the game. Any comments down there below, of course. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.